I swear, if I didn't turn the microwave, if I didn't turn the microphone on this time, I'm gonna lose my marbles. I'm 99% sure it's working. I can see visually. I've got my little audio bars pumping around. We're good. We're good. So plan for today, Wednesday, February 4th. I think this is 31 days away from the Arnold. So does that count as a month out? Or does February 6th count as a month out? You know, it's kind of funky how different months have different amounts of days. I know that there's a pattern. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it makes it kind of tricky to count the weeks. Wouldn't it be nice if we had like a 28-week month or a 28-day month, and then it's just a perfect every month is 4 weeks? Whatever. Not that big of a freaking deal. But yeah, plan for this morning, or actually this afternoon. It's 12:37. I slept way in today, so I am very well rested and very well hydrated. I feel like I'm ready for this lift, that's for freaking sure. But it's just to go nuts on arms, so not too heavy. And I just did chest, back, arms on the last loop of things, but then I took a rest day. I'm going back to chest, arms, back. That's what I think I like that a little bit more. So I don't remember what I don't know. Something in the loop has changed. I don't know. But I'm liking legs, chest, arms, back, instead of legs, chest, back, arms. So just swapping those two seems like a decent move for me. I might throw in a little bit of rear delts just for a little extra something or other, but probably not, honestly. I mean, we'll just focus on what arms are kind of, meant to be. But yeah, very repetitive, I've noticed. And I'm not upset by it because I know it's like fulfilling what my goals are for these workouts. But a lot of just rope extensions, light-ish, squeezing curls, and that's pretty much it. Just kind of going back and forth between the two. So I think today I'm going to do all biceps, then all triceps. So finish all my curls at once, 5-6 sets in a row, whatever. Then move on to tries. But I think I'm going to make it my mission today to do a bunch of movements that I haven't done for a little while. At least for biceps. For triceps, I think my exercise selection is pretty well optimized. I'm not doing a lot of really heavy overhead work because when I'm dieting, that will kind of give me a little bit of extra elbow tenderness. Not like instant pain or anything, but just it's a lot of tension in your elbows. Whereas regular push-down style movements, not so much. It's like just a little more natural. Like it's very natural. I mean, just assume your anatomy is we've kind of like, I don't want to say evolved, but like it adapted. Like pushing up off the ground. We've been doing that for quite a while. Pushing something over your head, a little bit less so, But just by doing some rope extensions, maybe some single arm push downs back and forth, like 5 reps on one side, 5 on the other kind of style stuff, and maybe some straight bar, but honestly maybe not. And just do the rope and the D handles. That'll be all. But for curls, I've got some ideas. Some bicep bias pull downs, maybe some reclined curls, maybe some alternating sort of across the body curls I haven't done for a little while. I don't know, we'll see. The gym is my oyster today, that's for sure. I'm just gonna try to make sure I do it a little bit differently than before. So that's what I would describe as the real idea of shocking the muscle. Like when we're saying, oh, you gotta hit it in a way you've never hit it before, that doesn't mean do something totally insane, crazy, or that it even has to be that different at all. Just change a little something. Like when guys get in I haven't seen a video of anybody talking about this super recently, but I know it happens. People just get in a rut. Their routine's very repetitive. They're doing the same workouts they've always done. They do the same push-pull legs, upper, lower, they've always done Monday through Friday on a loop. And there's a difference between consistency and just, repetition. So if you're doing the exact same thing, the exact same workout every lift, for one, what are the odds that that workout is gonna, be so, stimulating as whether or not you changed it up? But for two, which I think is even more important, what's the likelihood you're gonna get bored? What are the odds eventually you're gonna start thinking, man, same shit, different day, So by coming into the gym just with the mindset of not even having a full routine planned out per se for arms, like I don't know what movement I'm going to do first or last or in the middle, but I know that the overall like approach is I want to do some things I haven't done before, or at least some movements that I haven't done super recently. Well, that's just kind of setting me up well, and I think that's like the second level deeper in terms of like planning a workout. Surface level depth of a workout plan is just having a workout written on paper. You do the sets and the reps and the weights and the maybe the intensity that the paper is dictating, and then you repeat the routine. You just do what the paper tells you, which is good. But I think a second layer of depth to that is where you're coming in and what you want to get out of the session. What you want to get out of this lift and how you want to go about it. And I think that's a little bit better of a situation to reach, or at least like maybe a level of like personal understanding to reach. Because then if you come into the gym, so let's say I come in today, I'm doing my curls, I'm feeling like a beast, and I do a set of push downs and I'm like, the rope's actually giving me a little twinge or something. Maybe I slept on my forearm wrong and I've got like a pinched nerve or just whatever, I don't even know. Well, that might make me pick a new movement. Whereas someone who's only on that surface level, like, okay, I'm gonna do the exact workout I have written out, it's what I do every day, that's what I do, even if it hurts. I'm not saying a lot of people do that, but just being able to kind of make these on-the-fly adjustments and sort of, take into account your current state of being, then maybe a workout that was written out beforehand ends up being perfect. But what are the odds it's going to be perfect every single freaking day? Like I'd imagine in the locker room when guys are talking about plays in football, and they got their chart out and they're saying who's going to go where. The plan isn't always, and then this is going to work perfectly well. Odds are, I would assume, this isn't from experience, but I would assume that they're going to try to take into account unforeseen factors. They're going to say, okay, if this happens, do this. All right, if this happens, go do this. And the guys who actually do that, or at least successfully do it, I think are going to have a better time. So that's the end of my shtick. I can guarantee within 45 minutes of putting all my stuff down and doing my first set, my arms will be fully freaking pumped. And then I'll find some badass lighting and see how crazy I can freaking look. So yeah, I think nothing else to say. Let's just get started. All right, let's just start with the 40s and really hold them. I'm talking like a few seconds, not just one little moment. All right. Okay. Yeah, holy crap. After just one, let's do a few of these. Same weight, same everything. Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay. I don't know. Would you do one more of those, or would you do two more of those? I'm thinking two. Let's do the next one first and then decide. All right. You. You. Okay. Ooh. All right, one more, then I'll pick something else. All right. You. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's do the preacher now. Light squeezing preacher will be perfect. Not even too heavy. Only 120. Yeah, that's about right. All right. Okay. All right. Poof. Okay. Oh, okay. One more of those. Let's get some push downs started. A little simpler than I expected, but I mean, shit. If it works, it works. All right. Okay. All right, let's grab the rope. I'm trying to keep the momentum up. So let's get straight into it. All right. Nothing too heavy. Just 150. Same thing with the other curls. Squeezing, burning, holding. We get the main gist. Okay. Ooh, all right. Yeah, let's just keep running that back up. Yeah, a little lighter, actually. You. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's do the pullover push down now. Alright, so this is just a basic brutish set. But I'm still going to, obviously have a good squeeze at the bottom. Alright. Two. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's find some lighting. Arms are freaking pumped. All right. So yeah, that didn't take too long. I mean, that was only like 6 sets of curls and 6 sets of curls. It's like 5 sets of pushdowns. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of all it felt like was necessary. And those burning, like squeezing dumbbell curls, I think I'm definitely gonna feel those tomorrow. Like even more than typically. But let's start from the backside and see how we're looking. Let me make sure I'm still in focus. Very important. Very, very important. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, let's run through some shit. Oh my goodness. All right. So pumped, hungry. Let's just get in the freaking car so I can go get my cardio finished, because the sooner that's done, the sooner I can eat something. So let's roll. All right. If you weren't a Don Toliver fan before, I don't know what the hell you are now. E85. Actually, no, it's Octane. Yeah, I guess kind of the same shit. That's that's pretty good. That's 49 minutes of an album that I'm actually going to listen to all of. I kind of just have listened through a couple of times. But that's what was bumping for this cardio session. And this one felt long. This felt like a freaking long one. I don't know. Like I was hoping, I cover the timer, I don't look at it, and I'm like, all right, it's got to be 40 minutes. It's got to be 40 minutes. I guarantee it. I'm almost done. I'm pulling the freaking, what's his name? Remember The Sopranos? They whacked him. Fuck, what was his... Sill? No, that's not right. That's a different guy. I don't know. Either way, I'm like, all right, let's take a look. 20 minutes had passed. Ooh, that hurts. You think you're almost done, and then you get hit with the 20-minute check-in. Not awesome. But managed to distract myself with some Clash, a little bit of TikTok scrolling. That's usually what gets me going. That usually makes the time just like, maybe not fly by, but at least pass a little bit freaking quicker, you know? So, or if you ever have to, or it's like sometimes just doing stuff, you know, you get like sending emails or reading stuff or getting things sorted, whatever. Like you can kind of get into a mode with cardio, and usually it's not that wild. Like you're really gonna feel like you've been sitting there for a little while. But sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes you'll get in just this like flow state where you're not even thinking about the cardio at all, and before you know it, you're like, oh, we're done. Let's get out of here. Sweet. You know, and that's what I strive for. I want every cardio session to feel like that. So one thing that's going to help you there, if I had one, a 3D energy. I'm definitely going to do all my caffeine or all my cardio caffeinated. So post-workout, normally I'm not going to double up. Like these last few months that I've been doing all my morning workout, cardio, and then night session of cardio, I just kind of use the residual caffeine from the pre-workout, and I'm still caffeinated for that first session of cardio. But the deeper I get into prep, and I noticed this last year too, I start doubling up, or actually bring an energy drink with me for after the workout, before the post-workout cardio, just so I can have a little bit of extra something or other. I don't remember the exact like facilities, or not facilities, but like the exact process in which caffeine actually does have like a minor fat burning effect. Like it's not crazy, but I'm almost more concerned with just that feeling of kind of being a little extra energized. Like I'm not talking wired out of my head or anything, but just even from having 200 milligrams, it does make the cardio pass quicker because it doesn't feel as tricky. You know, your base heart rate kind of raises. You just get into a little bit of a zone. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to feel crazy once all of this, once this prep is over, because I'm going to back my cardio off from 45 minutes twice a day to eventually just 30 in the morning. It'll be a while before I get to that. I don't want to just crash my cardio to zero. Like I'm going to have a very steady not recomp really, but just kind of refeed after these shows are over. Last year I just went crazy and I put on a bunch of body fat way too soon, just because I'm like, in my head I'm like, I just want to eat. I'm eating something right now, man. We're grubbing. Not this time. I'm going to be a bit more controlled about it. But 30 minutes, I mean, shit, you can't do 30 minutes. You know, I'm talking to somebody who's skipping their cardio and this kind of back and forth. But it's like, dude, I'm hitting 90 minutes. It's like I just did like 3 days worth of a regular amount of cardio. You can't just pop a squat on the bike for 30, you know? I mean, you just did arms. You can definitely throw in some post-workout cardio. I'm always going to be the guy to say, or not always, but I think in an off-season context where I'm trying to make sure that my training session is stimulating new growth and I'm like eating enough to recover, my favorite routine is cardio in the morning, workout at night, or the evening more so. But if you've got to do all your training in one session, then just do 30 minutes post-workout. That's totally fine. You know, it's not so strict that you have to do it any kind of which way. Like 30 minutes post-workout, totally solid. You know, maybe eat like a protein bar or something in between the lift and the cardio, so you have a little something in your stomach that you're running on. But as long as you get it done, like just clock it somewhere. If you got a buddy who has a truck, I can guarantee there's cardio bikes in your city for free. People just want to get rid of them, and maybe they're not allowed to throw it out of like their apartment or something, so they have to have someone come pick it up. Like the barrier to entry of cardio, it's in here. It's in here, man. It's not real. It's not physical. It's metaphysical, if you feel me. But enough of that cardio rant. I have not eaten a lot of food today. I had 2 like low calorie yogurt bars, like kind of popsicle style pre-workout. So 30 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fats. It's like maybe 10 grams of protein, which honestly probably wasn't even that good, so I only counted it as 5. But that was all my pre-workout meal was. So I got some room. I got some room to eat. So I think my plan is going to be a big-ass bowl of something. Actually, yeah, that's kind of it. Just a big-ass bowl of something. I'm not sure exactly what. I don't know. It's either going to be canned chicken or cubed steak. Now, I'm not saying I'm picking between the two, because whatever I eat now when I go home, I'm just going to eat the other for my next meal. So my only decision is which one do I want to eat first. I might go steak. I might go for the steak. I think that'll be good for me. So slam that. Maybe a little, not even. I'm going to crunch up some rice cakes into it, mix it up with some zero sugar barbecue sauce, throw it in the microwave, get everything kind of just, not congealed, but just conformed into a little bit of a nice stir. It's like I'm doing a sloppy Joe with no bun. This guy is totally speeding. Not cool, man. Come on. Thank you. It's a weird intersection. That is a weird intersection sometimes. Like the light stays red forever. But yeah, I feel good. So a little bit of an update, just 31 days out. Mentally, how's Sam feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling steady. I'm feeling excited. But it's I'm not getting ahead of myself, because there's still another essentially 3.5 weeks of actual intentional dieting, and then the last week, or essentially the week of the show, because it's going to be on a Friday, so that means from February 1st onward, I'm not really losing any body fat. At that point going forward, all I'm doing is making sure that I kind of prime myself well for showtime. So we can get into the specifics of that going forward. No need to talk about it now. I got enough stuff to deal with currently. But apparently not as much stuff as these guys. Oh, T-boned right about there. There's not even any snow on the road, so somebody was texting. But what if they were texting their buddy hey man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my cardio today, and then as soon as he hits send, boom, smacked into that truck. Probably not. Anybody going to do their cardio, they've got intent with their journey. They're focused on the freaking road. But I'm now I feel like I'm in a low carb ramble. So I think we can call it there. I'm going to see you tomorrow for a back day, and we're going to go somewhere else. We're not going to the private gym again. Obviously I like it. Actually, like is a weak word. I freaking love it. But I do like to change it up. So we'll head somewhere new and somewhere I haven't been for a little while. Yeah. So I guess just stay tuned for that, for wherever that next lift ends up being. Depending on where you live, if you're Central Ohio, maybe I'll roll up to your gym. Maybe you're going to see me come in there and say, "What up, man? Can I get a spot?" But we'll see. Say that tomorrow. I will see you for that.